President, I assure you, I have now declared everything. Everything is done. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is a moment where it is the Commission's honor to hand over this list of elected public representatives to the President of the Republic. Mr. President, may I please invite you to the podium to receive the list and give this nation your address at this moment.
Thank you. Let's be seated, please. Program Director, Deputy President Paul Mashatile, Mrs. Mashatile, who is here with us, Chief Justice Raymond Zondo, Ministers and Deputy Ministers here present, and Chairperson of the Independent Electoral Commission, Dade Musutu Mwebia, and also former chairpersons and deputy chairpersons of the Electoral Commission that I see before me here, commissioners of the IEC, the Chief Electoral Officer, Jadesai Mamabulo, leadership of the National House of Traditional and Khoisan leaders and representatives of political parties here present, members and of observer missions, both local and international, members of the diplomatic corps, religious leaders, representatives of civil society, members of the media, and fellow South Africans. The chairperson of the IEC, there are just 4 issues that I'd like to comment on in terms of what you said. The first one, and I'd like the Chief Justice to close his ears in case there's another court challenge about what I'm about to say, that I spoke here as a leader of a political party, because I speak here, as you correctly said, Chairperson, as the President of the Republic. However, just a small comment, and the Chief Justice has already closed his ears. How I wish the mistake you made in saying these were the 29 election results was true. Now I put on my other hat, which is this one, State President. You said, instead of saying distinguished, you said extinguished. I'm not yet extinguished. But the one that I truly, truly loved, and I'd never thought I would hear the IEC talking about love. You also mentioned love. Many of us truly want love tonight. Thank you very much to all of you. The final announcement of the 2024 national and provincial election results today in many ways represents a victory for our democracy as South Africans. It also represents a victory of our constitutional order, but more importantly, it represents a victory for all the people of South Africa. We have held another successful election that has been free, fair, credible, and peaceful. The independent, the Independent Electoral Commission has, despite many challenges, many difficulties that you went through, many mountains that you had to climb, once more you have acquitted yourself with excellence, professionalism, and integrity. And we applaud you, as we hereby do. Millions of South Africans have cast their votes in cities, in towns, in our villages, and on our farms and workplaces, including our prisons, at voting stations, also at home and abroad. South Africans care very much about their country, as exemplified in the manner in which they went out to vote. South Africans have demonstrated that they want to be part of making this beautiful country a better place. South Africans have shown how important their vote is, and that they know that their vote does count. By going to vote, the people of South Africa have taken responsibility not only for the future of themselves as voters and their families, but for the future of our beautiful country. Through their votes, they have demonstrated clearly and plainly that our democracy is strong, that our democracy is robust, and that it is enduring. 30 years in the making of this democracy, it remains strong and it is still durable. And we are meant to be grateful for that. And thank you to the people of South Africa. Our people have given effect to the clarion call that has resonated across generations, that the people shall govern. Our people have spoken. Whether we like it or not, they have spoken. Warata lausarati, babuile bad. As the leaders of political parties, as all those who occupy positions of responsibility in society, we have heard the voices of our people, and we must respect their choices and their wishes. Over the past 30 years, we have strived together to build a country which everyone, black and white, man and woman, young and old, can call home. This election has reaffirmed building a South Africa for all remains the defining mission of our nation. Over the course of the election campaign, parties and candidates have at times differed, and quite often forcefully. They have expressed a wide variety of views that are often at odds with each other. This is a welcome and necessary feature of a robust democracy such as ours. Yet throughout the election campaign, parties and candidates have held fast to the fundamental principles of our Constitution and our democracy. Parties and candidates have affirmed the right of voters to participate in an election that is free and fair and peaceful. And now we are all called upon to recognize that the results of the election in the end reflect the will of the people. What this election has made plain is that the people of South Africa expect their leaders to work together to meet their needs. They expect the parties for which they have voted to find common ground